Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne. Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
What's good, shout around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, we have to get into it. Do y'all remember Brick Lady? I know y'all do. We actually did a video on Brick Lady on YouTube. And the chickens have come home to roost. Brick Lady has been arrested. She has been sentenced, and the court has made their determination. And it's not looking good for Brick Lady here. She was sentenced to 10 years of probation and I believe 90 days in jail for lying and then also committing fraud by raising money upon said lie. So I want to break this down because this whole debacle started from Brick Lady essentially crashing out on social media after she had an allergic reaction to some type of food or drink or supplement that she ingested. And instead of just dealing with her allergic reaction like a grown woman, she went to social media to cry and essentially capitalize on the fact that she had a big lump on her face that looked like an injury. So let's go back in time. Okay. Let's go back in time. I want to go back to the original video where Brick Lady initially said that she was hit by a brick in the face by a black man. Let's listen.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a brick is. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all gonna do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a brick is. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all gonna do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just.
So that is the original video. I believe there's a longer version, so I want to pull that up as well. But as you guys can see, she was going at these black men on the street because, she essentially got hit with a brick, and she claimed she got hit with a brick when in all actuality, that's not what happened, but we will break down exactly what actually happened. But Brick Lady is a lie. And that whole night, as a matter of fact, she was going around slapping people, slapping white people specifically. And she was going around slapping white men and saying that, oh, well, this is reparations for slavery or something to that effect. So she was already causing trouble that night. She got into an altercation with a young man that night. She didn't get slapped in the face with a brick. She got hit in the face with a water bottle. And it was because she started the altercation. So that's why she ended up getting found guilty. So let's go back to just, some videos of her behavior and how she acts in public.
You ever fuck with me ever again?
So you see, she just slapped a man in his face.
You ever fuck with me ever again?
Hey.
This is for the fact that you're a white man and I'm a black woman. I have less privilege than you. Thank you.
I feel bad.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what are you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's
Wow. So there you have it. Sitting up there lying in the hospital. I know the nurses were sitting out there on the outside like, what the hell? But now she has been found guilty. These are some of the shenanigans that she was doing while she was facing these charges. As you can see, I mean, she is a single mother, I believe, Somalian. I mean, she definitely has ass. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. But is it worth it?
On GoFundMe is now being charged with theft by deception.
what have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Roda Osman told cops that she was hit in the face with a brick outside a Houston club after she refused to give out her phone number. But footage capturing the incident does not support Roda's report, according to charging documents. And cops say a similar GoFundMe was created in 2020 where she claimed to be assaulted with no reports on record. GoFundMe told an NBC affiliate that the fundraiser has been removed from their platform and Roda has been banned from creating future fundraisers.
Boom. So she can't raise any more money through GoFundMe or Give Send Go. She can't do any of this stuff. And there are a lot of black male simps who are defending her for the pure fact that she has an ass. And now a lot of them are going to have to eat those words. But Brick Lady definitely is facing justice because she's also getting the notoriety that she wanted. And I remember there were a whole bunch of black women, black male simps defending her and claiming that black men aren't protecting black women, when in all actuality, she started the altercation herself. And then she also antagonized the men who were in that area and then tried to blame her face lump on somebody hitting her in the face with a brick. And it was found out that she actually, had allergic reaction.
Begin with some late breaking news. Fox 26's Sherman DeSell joining us live from the newsroom now with what's going on here. Sherman.
Yeah, so there's a few top stories that we're looking at. GoFundMe schemers found guilty tonight. Car crashes into a vet clinic in Montgomery County and fire scorches land in Galveston Island. That's some of the top stories tonight. Let's start with the GoFundMe scheme story. Remember Roda Osman? We talked about her a few times for the last couple of years. In 2023, she was known as the Brick Lady online. She made claims that a man threw a brick at her head outside of a bar in West Houston because she didn't give him her phone number. Well, she went on to collect $42,000 through a GoFundMe campaign she started after that. Well, a Harris County jury found her guilty of theft. She has to spend 90 days in jail, 10 years probation. She has to pay restitution, 10 years of no social media, which is big for her brand. All right, so let's go to the second story. In Montgomery County, a crazy car crash into a vet clinic. This was at the My Family Vet in Woodforest. Some fire crews got there and they found one SUV crash into the clinic.
So they're going on to another story here, but she did get her little, what was a 60-second slot on Fox 26 Houston. So she's famous now, all for the wrong reasons, and she got the attention that she wanted. Okay. But there were many conversations and panels going on about Brick Lady in the past. And I kind of want to bring some of those, conversations from the internet and also conversations from, just other podcasts who were in support or not in support, whatever it was, because she was going back and forth with a multitude of different podcasters. But here's another news story on Brick Lady. Let's watch.
You remember this story. A woman went viral after claiming to be attacked with a brick outside a West Houston bar. But now she's in jail for profiting off the scheme. Tonight, the man falsely accused of throwing that brick says justice has been served. KPRC 2 News reporter Bryce Newberry is live outside the Harris County Jail tonight with the interview you'll see only on 2, Bryce.
Joel, her name is Roda Osman. Online, she's known as Brick Lady, and her video went viral back in 2023. Tonight, though, she is here in the Harris County Jail after a jury found her guilty of stealing more than $40,000 in a GoFundMe scheme.
This man just hit me in my face with a brick.
The selfie video by Roda Osman got millions of likes, but prosecutors say her claims of a man throwing a brick at her head didn't match the evidence.
She kind of made the couple months that happened my life a living hell.
Olin Douglas is the man she told police threw the brick at her outside a Houston bar in 2023. He never got charged, but she did after raising more than $42,000 online. Now, more than 2 years later, a jury found Osman guilty of theft, deceptively raising all that money.
I'm glad that she didn't get away with just being able to lie. It seems like she gets on social media and just, manipulates and scams people.
Douglas is happy with the jury's verdict. The judge's sentencing plan, even more so. Osman will have to spend 90 days in jail, according to prosecutors, and pay full restitution. She'll be on probation for 10 years. Any violations could mean she goes.
That 90 days in jail, woo! $42,000 restitution, substance abuse treatment, 10 years probation, and a social media ban. So she can't capitalize on, her false narrative and ruining other black men's lives. I mean, this is absolutely insane, and it's not very normal that we get justice in this form, but we did, thankfully. Excuse me, but there are so many other men who are falsely accused who don't get justice, and she put this man through hell, and I will show you some of the clips of just what this guy was going through as he had to face these false accusations.
Goes to prison, but on top of that, she can't use social media in that 10-year period.
I'd say it's pretty rare.
Defense attorney Joe Venus isn't connected to the case, but says he's never seen a social media ban as a condition of probation.
If somebody's sophisticated enough with social media to commit a crime using social media, I imagine that it's a pretty big part of her life. So that's going to be difficult for her, but as I remind my clients all the time, probation's supposed to be hard.
Consequences Douglas says he hopes Osman faces after he received death threats, and the case got the internet's attention.
When this happened, it seemed like the world was loud. She had loud supporters. She had loud fans.
Yeah, she had a lot of crazed black women and beta male simps who were looking to point the finger at people for no reason.
And I'm just interested, where are y'all now?
And we should note that judgment and probation conditions have not yet been signed in this case, but additional hearings have been scheduled when that could happen. Tonight, Osman's defense attorney has not responded to.
Hello. Do you want to play with?
Damn, they played an ad right in the middle of the video.
Multiple requests for comment, but records show they plan to appeal this conviction.
Boom. So as you can hear, they plan to appeal the conviction. Excuse me. Hopefully it is upheld. But these are the types of games that these hoes continue to play. So let's listen to the man that she accused of this assault and how it affected his life.
Diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Roda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you gotta get out.
Outside the car, Houston police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her, that she did her own investigation and was told that Douglas was the one who assaulted her. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
Wow.
But it's been a divide between, black men, black women.
Yeah, and black women heavily donated to that fraud, just like they did BLM. As you guys can see, I mean, they're getting fooled at every turn, every situation that has any political significance. But nobody has stripped them of, the leadership roles or positions in the community.
And it's been,
It's really evil what she did.
Police.
So yeah, I mean, she completely ruined this guy's life with a false accusation, and now she has real charges. She's got real charges. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up this panel from a year ago of people debating this whole brick lady situation. So this was Fox 26 Houston's presentation on this a year ago. Let's see. Okay, so they're saying she posts bond after she turned herself in. So this is after she actually got incarcerated. I want to kind of see people's initial reaction. But there are some Twitter posts. There are some Twitter posts that that show that. So let me pull that up really quickly. Let's see. Okay, so basically, you know, she did come from a refugee camp and all this kind of stuff. And then she came to the States, got a PhD in a bullshit major. And there's this guy named Daphne on Twitter who, you know, I guess he was working with the state on this one to get the justice that was demanded. He says, I want to thank DA Keith Houston and the Houston police for having me there and keeping me safe while I testified against Rhoda. We did it. She was found guilty. Her consequences, 90 days in jail, inpatient substance abuse treatment. So that's inpatient. That means she has to be at the facility. Full restitution of $42,302, 10 years probation, 10 years social media ban. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Wow. So if she gets on any social media platform, that will be a violation of her probation and she'll have to serve the 10-year sentence. To my haters, what do you have to say now? I'm listening. I will be doing a YouTube live this week to go over what happened. Stay tuned. So let's see. This brother said he was going live at 7 p.m. Okay, he's still live. So he's playing some copyright music. Looks like he just went live. Celebrity podcast. So this person has intimate knowledge of Rhoda. So this is 1 month ago. Let's see. So he did a 2-hour live stream on this. Or is this a woman? Let's see. Oh, that says she's a woman. I wonder what she has to do with the case specifically. I'm not really sure. But I guess this woman, Daphne, had something directly due to the case. They're saying black men are owed an apology. Let's see. Okay, so here are some of the people who were loud and wrong about the Rhoda situation. Let me see. I actually quote tweeted something here. Let's see. All right. So, as you guys can see, this woman, Uju Anya, says black men pulling stuff from a black woman's social media they claim show she didn't deserve protection when a black man smashed her face with a brick for not giving him her number. Same thing white supremacists do after cops murder black people to claim they deserved to die. So obviously she's trying to make a false equivalency. And essentially she was wrong. So it was a whole bunch of people in here. A coward hit a woman with a brick because she refused to give him her number. And a bunch of other cowards are trying to justify it. Misogyny and disgusting. Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for my apology. I'm going to just keep tweeting that to the people who have propagated this BS. It's an evil world we live in. People show no grace. The solution is that a world is against us. The very least we can do is protect each other. It's always easier to side with the aggressor. You don't have to feel the victim's pain or help out in any way. It's the modus operandi of the cowardly every time. So all these people are wrong as hell. Those men weren't black. They were immigrants. It's outrageous and mortifying. It's part of this FBA nonsense being promoted by greedy black people who think they are about to get paid in reparations. So they have created a surrogate identity to differentiate themselves from being African so they can get it ready for payment. Clowns. They have fully internalized the behaviors of the hateful oppressor. We have seen the same behavioral response in South African people towards fellow black Africans. All of these are significant. This man did a whole dissertation. Are you going to apologize to black men 8 hours, 8 hours ago, rather? She was just found guilty. Apologize. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what people are replying under this. Snakes will grow wings before that happens. Unfortunately, that'll never happen. So they're not going to apologize. The sisters who jumped out the woodwork and claim that black men weren't protecting black women because we didn't come to the defense of this obvious liar. It was obvious she was lying from the first time she got on that phone and recorded herself. Okay. So she definitely got on that damn phone, recorded herself. Anytime a woman takes the phone and turns the camera on herself, you know she's capped. But Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews did a breakdown of this. And honestly, I'm going to play this because he actually has been involved since day one on exposing her lies, and he's done multiple follow-up videos on this. I'm not going to play all of them, but I'm going to play the one he most recently played because he kind of stuffs a lot of information about Roda into one. So let's listen up.
The brick-faced Osman has been found guilty of felony fraud.
Like, since when do we have a problem with scamming? Last time I checked, I want black people to scam. They scammed us.
Yo, I mean, she straight up just admitted that she was a scammer.
Listen, where are all of these prideful Hotepians? Y'all should be apologizing to us because we was right from the beginning. I'm just tired of just why are you not tired of women like her? All rise. I, Judge MTR, presiding, have a couple of words to share. After 2+ years, constant ridicule, insufferable lies, constant updates, threats, and a torn community, Roda, the brick-faced Osman, has been found guilty of felony fraud. Yeah. The brickening is finally over. And currently, as I speak, she is serving time in a disgusting, nasty, overcrowded Houston jail after being denied bail. Roda completely messed up her life. and she has no one to blame but herself.
Y'all playing with me like we don't do voodoo there. Y'all playing with me like my mom's not a witch and my dad's not a wizard.
Wow. So she completely embraced witchcraft in order to, I guess, help her in this case in some way. Absolutely ridiculous.
Do you see all?
We should see this as a victory, not only in establishing consequences for your lying ass actions, but also a victory for the image of black men. Because 2.5 years ago, when this information hit social media streets, we were all nothing but ain't shit.
Yep.
But finally, she was held accountable. And today we're going to go through that accountability. Not only what she will be facing from a consequence perspective, but also I'm going to share with you guys some tidbits that were happening during the court proceedings, which is going to paint a much needed picture onto this complete story. Let's get active. Without further ado, now the first place that we got to go is to the Queen of Accountability's page. Let's give her a round of applause. She was subpoenaed within this case, and if it wasn't for her, none of this would have been possible because the DA did not have all of the videos, all of the evidence that the Queen Accountability had that they played in the middle of the court proceedings that had not only the judge gasping, but the damn jurors. Now, on her page, she provides a bit of evidence to start out with. So you'll see this page. I guess this is like one of the court pages that you can grab, publicly available, right? So you'll see that the booking date for Roda was on the 29th. The court date was on the 30th with a bond amount of $50,000. And the follow-up page is going to show the result. So she is on appeal right now. And actually, there's an update to this appeal. I'll go over that in a quick second. And you'll see that she has received probation. It's actually 10 years of probation. And we're going to get into that as well. And the defendant is currently in jail.
I just wanted to see if there was an update because, she's doing all these things on social media and victims don't move like that. But I want to proceed with my fraud case because she's out here spending money still on these fancy places and she's laughing in our face. And she even told me, you can't do shit about my GoFundMe money because I was actually assaulted and I'm going to use some of it to sue you and all this other type of crap. I don't care about that. But I just wanted to make sure that I'm on the right path with my fraud case.
Woo!
Yes.
Damn. So they were following up with the police on her ass.
So let's go back to the first page so we can look at her face as we go through more of the details. Queen of Accountability writes, I want to thank the District Attorney Keith Houston and the Houston Police for having me there and keeping me safe while I testified against Roda. We did it. She was found guilty. Now remember, in my last update video, the defense of Roda the Bricked was attempting to remove Daphne from testifying. They were trying to kill the subpoena. Why? Because Daphne has been following the case since the inception, had saved all of the Instagram posts, the reels, the stories, and as well as the threats against Daphne that Roda was posting.
You think you f***ing with me, but I'm about to lay your ass to rest. See where I'm at? I'm at the cemetery. Bitch, I'm about to lay you to rest. It's coming right back to you.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now,
So he threw an ad in there. Let's skip this.
personal data has been exposed. Go now. The defense knew that when it comes to the morality or the character of Roda Osman, Daphne was terrible for their case. But that motion was denied. So Daphne went down to Houston and spent a couple of days down there helping the state of Houston prove their case. Now, before any of this even went to trial, Roda had the opportunity to plead guilty or not guilty. As we know, she pleaded not guilty. For those that
boom, so she pleaded not guilty. She said, "Take this shit to motherfucking trial," and got destroyed.
do not know, if you plead guilty from the onset and you don't waste state dollars in having your case tried, the state usually is lighter on your sentence. But through her hubris, through her delusional grandeur, she thought that she was innocent. So she said not guilty. Now, there's another stage after that where you can actually take a plea deal. Her lawyers wanted her to take the plea deal after they looked at all of the evidence. But for some reason, she didn't want to take the plea deal. She still thought that she was innocent, or maybe that the state didn't have enough evidence in order to prove their case. And we're going to get into the evidence here in a quick second, but let's first go over her damn consequences. The number one at the top that you're seeing is 90 days in jail. Now, when I saw this originally, I said, off of 10 years, is that it? But wait, it gets worse. Inpatient substance abuse treatment. Now, this is a major benefit for Roda because I always thought that she at least had an alcohol problem. But after looking at some more of her stories that she posts, I think she actually has a drug problem as well. But let's proceed. Paying back the full restitution of $42,302. Now, this comes from her 2022 GoFundMe scam. And originally, this one confused me because I know that GoFundMe paid everybody back after Roda tricked everybody. But after being found guilty of this, this is the judge's way of continuing to punish her even after the 90 days when she gets out of the jail. By the way, let me also say this. Bump her PhD. Having a PhD, but having felony fraud on your record is probably worse than even the 90 days in this dirty, disgusting Houston jail. Because on top of that, you are being forced to pay back this restitution of $42,000. What is she going to be doing to make money?
Yeah, she ain't going to be able to do that. She going to have to start selling pussy. That's the only option left. Selling pussy, OnlyFans, one of the two.
At the time when she originally...
She can't get on social media, so I don't even know how she gonna market that thing.
He claimed that she was hit in the face with a brick by a black man. She was making like $20 per hour. So if it's not for her active participation in whatever social media activities that she's doing to earn a scamming buck, how is it that she's going to make money with a felony on her record? By the way, and I'm going to need someone who's done some time in Houston to confirm this, I heard that Houston jails are worse than prison. I hear in prison, you could have more privacy. Like in these jail places, you got to take boo-boos with everyone looking. And there could be higher standards for food and for living. I don't know. You guys let me know. But going down from this, 10 years probation. Now, the requirements for probation are strict as hell. And Texas plays no games whatsoever. They ever call her and she don't pick up the phone, that might be a violation. Yeah. She has 24/7 ankle monitoring on her, so she cannot leave whatever area that they tell her to leave.
The fact that she did all this shit in Texas is ridiculous because their legal system do not play.
Leave, no drugs, no alcohol. She might be randomly tested, and her name better not be on the other side of a 911 call. And if any of that is disrespected, then she is to serve 8 to 10 years in prison. The judge was absolutely not playing within this case. And also, fun fact, the judge is more conservative leaning. So when the judge saw all of the videos of her doing all of the victimhood, oh, woe is me.
Yep, slapping the white men in the face.
On a black woman, a Muslim, LGBTQ, right? All of this victim shit, right? Like it didn't aid at all. They should have gotten one of them damn DEI judges in order to help her out with this. But I'm saving one of the best ones for last because this one right here, it's just, this one right here for her might be worse than prison, baby. It might be worse than jail. It might be worse than having a felony on her name or having to pay back the $42,000. 10-year social media ban. All right. And if she violates, she serves that 8 to 10 years in a federal penitentiary. Y'all don't see her post like that. Social media is her life. So banning her off of social media is like damn near imprisoning her. And to top everything off, you'll see that the recent update to her appeal was that the bond was denied. Her release date from jail is slated for January 26, 2026. So she'll have to spend Christmas in jail. By the way, I talked to the Queen of Accountability this morning. Guys, I cannot understate her importance in ensuring accountability has been delivered. She's going to have a live stream later on today. I'll leave a link to it down in the description box. Make sure you guys go over there because she was actually in the courtroom, so can give details that I can't even give. All right. But she was the linchpin within this case because, again, the DA did not have all of the videos, all of the clips, all of the screenshots, and she saved them all. Now, what really did Roda in is three main things: her past criminal convictions, which they utilized to paint a moral character of her, right? And the past GoFundMe scam was a big thing. Wait, the judge was like, wait a minute, she's done this before, right? And I'll show you guys a clip of that in a quick second. And then finally, her own mouth, right? Whether it be through the threats towards Daphne, which continues to paint her moral character, or like her screeching and screaming and saying odd shit up on the medias like, we love scamming.
Y'all, this is the first time I've even acknowledged this unhinged woman, the queen of accountability. The queen of delusion. You're still gonna be sad. You're still gonna have no friends. Your husband still won't like you. Your kids will still be ashamed of you. Daphne, I know your minions are watching. I know you're blocked, but Daphne Sutton? You see how quickly I got your last name? That was 30 seconds. Now think about how quickly I'm gonna find out your city and state, and then your address, and then your job, and then everybody in your family's name.
Damn.
Probably can get it before 6 p.m. today. See you in court, bitch.
Now, I definitely know some of y'all forgot that she did the exact same scam back in 2020. How do I know that? Because I actually forgot about this, right? But I've definitely covered this in the past. The one where she went viral, where it was $40,000, that was back in 2022 in Houston. Well, back in 2020 in Minnesota, she did the exact same thing. Let's listen to this video.
And they mad because
this was played in court, by the way.
You trying to beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They don't.
So she is regularly having these facial breakouts. What's going on with her? Does she have some underlying condition we're not aware of?
Beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up. Grown ass niggas try to beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me. Guess what? It's up and down for a real nigga. But you gonna be a pussy all your life, nigga.
That statement right there, Daphne told me the jury was like, it was like gas, like all over the all over the courtroom. What did you say?
Damn.
All your life, nigga. All your life you gonna be a pussy.
What did you say? Let's
up and down for a real nigga.
Up and down for
but
a real
you gonna
ninja.
be a pussy all your life, nigga. All your life you gonna be a pussy. All your life you gonna be a pussy. And I fought for myself because I'm a gangsta ass bitch. What's up?
Wow. Now she's speaking Somali or Swahili, something.
It's up and down for.
So they had Somali interpreters in there defining what it was that she was saying. I don't know what she
real
said. Okay.
But you gonna be a loser all your life.
I'm happy they're giving her the substance abuse.
Trying to beat up a woman for fucking leaving and doing something with your life when your ass is a loser all your life, nigga.
Okay.
You can't beat me up. You can't. Okay.
Crazy incarnate.
They gave me a real good shiner though.
Yeah.
Grown ass nigga over fucking 6 feet tall.
All right. So yeah, anyway, after this, she went up on GoFundMe and solicited money for this. So of course they're gonna bring this back up. By the way, this is what they didn't want included in the case. But the admission of being a scammer in the courtroom. Oh, let's just watch.
And I tell this to every single person that has an issue with you, that try to get you shut down. I'm like, how dare y'all come at this black woman? And y'all don't even have the facts.
And
And you
we
got
also
these
say
police
that,
officers
that black people, we love scamming. We talk about scamming all the time. Since when do we have a problem with scamming? Last time I checked, I want black people to scam. They scam.
That's wild, man. She's just making wild stereotypes about black people wanting to scam. Come on, man.
And us.
Listen. By the way, where are all of these prideful Hotepians, right? That just went. Where are y'all right now, right? Y'all should be apologizing to us because we was right from the beginning. I'm just tired of just. Why are you not tired of women like her? Straight up liars, lied the entire time, and y'all just ate from the sea of victimhood. Oh, there's a fresh batch of victimhood over there. Let me bring this up. Oh, it tastes so good. It's just disgusting. Are y'all still in hiding? What's up? Y'all want to have a conversation? Let's talk about it, baby. But of course, they won't come out of their scummy little gopher holes. Anyway, they also utilized her being pulled over back in 2023. And she lied to the police officer and said that she was essentially her sister. They brought that back up in here. So when you take a look at all of the evidence, her moral character, how she conducts herself after getting beat. By the way, back in 2020, when she claimed all that stuff happened and she had the same kind of implant thing that she did back in 2022, she never called the cops or anything like that. So that counted against her as well. But when you put all this stuff together, oh, by the way, she was also late to the first court appearance, and in this court appearance, the lawyer was late, and the judge took time out to publicly yell at her lawyer.
Wow.
The judge absolutely was not playing. Houston, y'all got it. Texas, y'all got it. Like, they love justice down there, apparently, and they absolutely served it. Now, there's going to be some people that have been here that's going to be like, oh, 90 days. That's not long enough. And I think originally when I saw it, I was like, damn, only 90 days. And then I kept on reading. 10 years of probation is not fun.
Yeah, 10 years probation is hell. You getting drug tested, you getting screened, random pop-ups at the crib. They on your ass.
10 years of no social media when that's how she was making her money.
Yep.
That's how she was getting her validation. That's how she was getting seen.
Yeah.
Woo! Having to pay back restitution when you have a felony on your record. Woo! She was making $20 per hour at the time of this incident, and that was with no felony on her record. So needless to say, accountability was a dish served frigid cold. Guys, again, link to my friend Daphne, the Queen of Accountability's YouTube page.
So that's the breakdown of the Roda Osman situation and debacle. Absolutely hilarious. I think the sentencing is fair. 90 days, 10-year probation. Probation ain't no joke. It's absolutely hilarious that she tried to scam, tried to paint black men in a bad light, only to face the consequences that she so claimed black men were only subject to. So you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaiming Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be in your market redeeming with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.